Children activity book is one aspect of writing that cannot be underestimated because children are born every day and the demand for their book is high. Okay, here on my screen are samples of Christmas coloring book on Amazon KDP. Okay, so we can see different samples of Christmas coloring book. So in today's video, we'll be creating Christmas coloring book on KDP. Now, after designing, we'll go to KDP and publish this. Now, one good thing about this is that these books, children activity books, are on high demand. So to produce this, we'll go over to ChatGPT, give it a prompt to give us 10 ideas of children coloring book for Christmas. Okay, ChatGPT will give us different ideas of the theme to dwell on. Okay, so we might decide to pick from any of these ideas or maybe follow the entire ideas and tell ChatGPT to give us prompts on these ideas. We can tell ChatGPT to give us 10 or 20 prompts, okay, for each of the ideas, or for each one of the ideas we might pick. Okay, ChatGPT give us 1 or 2 prompts for each of these ideas. Since it's a coloring book and specifically it's Christmas, so we can add on any of these prompts or choose the entire prompts ideas and take prompts. So to produce this, we'll go over to Canva. Okay, so here we are in Canva right now. So we'll go ahead and customize our size. So you click on create, okay, create a new design, then you choose custom size. Okay, so here we are going to use, we'll change this to inches, you change the unit to inches. Then we'll be using for the weight 8.625, and for the height we'll use 11.25. Okay, so you can see we're adding additional 125 to the weight and to the height, to 5 to the height. So since it's going to be a coloring book, that is the reason we're adding the additional 0.25 and 125, okay, so that we can expand our work to the edges. Okay, to do this, we have to do this, we'll go over to File. At the left hand top, you click on File. When you get to File, you go down to Setting. When you get to Setting, you click on Ruler. You can see it marked Show Ruler and Guide. Okay, so with that, our ruler is out. Now we'll have to drag our ruler and we'll take the measurement 0.375. That's for the inner margin and the outer margin 0.375. So you just drag it, keep dragging until you get that measurement. Sometimes it might be difficult to get the accurate measurement, but just make sure it's within the axis of 0.375 or maybe 0.4. Okay, that said, we'll now go over to element, pick a square. Now this square will help us to guide, or it will help us to maintain or retain this ruler. Since we cannot drag the ruler and get the accurate measurement, or the dragging the ruler will be a little difficult, so we'll set this, okay, and we'll take the measurement. And one good thing about this is that when you are pulling the square or the rectangle, whichever shape you want, either the square or rectangle, when you are pulling it out, it's showing you the measurement. So with that, you can see the actual measurement, whether you are on point. So with this, I duplicate the squares or the rectangle and I place them on the 4 edges, okay, of our workspace. So I rotate the one under. I've made the measurement 0.375. Okay, so I take them out to the 4 edges, rotate this and face this. Okay, so this will save us the stress of trying to drag the ruler and making errors dragging the ruler. So with this, we'll now click on one of the square, pull it out, and this will be our workspace. Okay, we'll increase the border. You click on the left hand top, you can see the border. Okay, so this is a border. So click on this, please. You increase the border of this thing. You go back and you change the color to white. Okay, so you can see that we have our workspace ready now. So we delete all these squares. So we can now work within this axis, within the workspace or within the white space. Okay, so this is, we've created our border and we are ready to work. So I generated the first image using the Canva Magic Creator, and I don't think I like this. I'll delete this. Okay, so I'll duplicate my pages. To duplicate your page, if you can decide to duplicate your page, if if you have a format you're using. So to duplicate your page, Control D, you click on Control D and you duplicate. Okay, so having created the first image with Magic Creator and I was not impressed, I went back to Element. If you go to Element has, if you are using the Pro version, it has a lot of beautiful coloring pages, images. Okay, so just click on Christmas coloring page in Element. Go to Element to type in Christmas coloring page. That's for the Pro version. I don't know if it's obtainable in the free version. So you have varieties of images for Christmas coloring page. Okay, so well, I used the elements. I typed in Christmas coloring page, and so I chose most of my images from the elements. Like I said earlier, you type in Christmas coloring page, go to element, type in Christmas coloring page, and it will give you different varieties. So at your you have different varieties at your disposal, so you choose what you want. So I kept choosing. I chose the ones that were appealing to my site. Okay, so I fit it into my Canva. Okay, so after picking up to 5 or 6 images from the elements, I just decided for this work I'm going to dwell on Canva. I don't want to use any other image creator. Okay, although you have other image creators at your disposal. To get the stars and the moon or the image of the sun, still on element, I type in outline of sun and stars and sun. So just element, type in outline of stars and sun. And for the Christmas coloring page also, yes, you type in the prompt in elements Christmas coloring page, and it will give you all this designs. It will give you varieties of images, okay, for coloring page. And you have to be specific, Christmas coloring page, so we can see different varieties. Although we can still use other image creators, now I just decided to dwell on Canva, or to generate all my images using Canva. Okay, you can use image creators like Keto, Leonardo, or any other image creator that is commercially approved, because this is going to be published in Amazon KDP. I'm not just making it, so I have to use Canva since I'm sure that it's commercially approved. So let's generate additional images using this Canva elements. Okay, so we'll generate more images. So this is Santa and a girl trying to unwrap her Christmas gift. Okay, I just kept choosing from the varieties I had at my disposal under elements. Okay, so let's choose the last image from Element. So this is the last image from Element. I'll go over to Magic Media to generate other images. Okay, so initially I generated some images. Okay, this was the first image I generated using the Magic Media. I wasn't so impressed. It's a little dark. Okay, so that was why I decided to go to Element. But let's generate further images using Magic Media. This is Santa sitting down on the table, selecting the names of children in the area to give Christmas gifts. So I went to Canva, copied this prompt. Okay, create a coloring page of families and kids ice skating. Okay, so we can see it's generating it now. Family and kids are skating in the snow. So okay, so these are the images, and this seems brighter than the first produce. Okay, so I guess I love this much more than the first one it generated. So I will choose this one, expand it out, and make sure that your work is always within the border. It must not go outside the border to avoid your work being rejected when you publish in Amazon KDP. So I'll just have to make sure I fit it into the Canva or within the border. Okay, so this image is much more pleasant than the first one. So I go over to Canva, copy this one again, a group of kids building a snowman. Okay, so we'll go back to paste this prompt, a group of kids building a snowman and scarves, hats and carrots. So we can see Magic Media generating this right now. And this seems lovely. So we can see four different images. I'll choose the third one. It seems much more brighter than the others. So what I noticed with the Magic Media, the images seems a little dark, so dark for coloring page, but these two I've generated so far are much more brighter than the initial ones I generated earlier. Proud to go into elements to choose my images. So I chose this, a log cabin with smoke. Okay, so we'll come over to Canva to paste a log cabin with smoke. Okay, coiling from the chimney, surrounded by snow. Create an image, a coloring image of a log cabin with smoke coiling from the chimney. Okay, so let's see what it's going to give us right now. Okay, this is what the image creator was able to create, although it seems a little dark, but I will go with this. Let's expand it out. Okay, so expanding it out, it seems a little better, although I'm not too encouraged by the produce of the image creator for coloring page. But I just told myself I'm settling with Canva. I would produce all my images with Canva. Okay, so we'll go back to ChatGPT, copy another prompt. Okay, this one says sliding or sliding on a hill. Kids sliding on a snowy hill. Okay, on slates, laughing and throwing snow. Okay, a snow ground covered village with tiny houses in the distance, evergreen trees. So we'll copy this prompt and go over to Canva Magic Media. Okay, so let's delete this. We'll delete this and we'll paste the prompt, the current prompt right now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and a coloring page of kids sliding down a snowy hill. So this is what Magic Media gave us. This seems a brighter. Okay, the two uncolored ones seems brighter. So I guess I'm okay with this. One thing I've discovered about the Magic Media is that is AI, right? So AI is going through a process. You can get the best of the quality, although there are some image creators that will give you a better quality. Okay, but let's stick with this because this is all about Canva for today. So we'll go ahead and copy another prompt. A family of foxes playing in the snow. So we'll come back to Canva Magic Media. We'll paste this and we'll click generate. Okay, so go ahead, click on generate image. If you notice, I'll always add a coloring page, because if you don't add a coloring page at the beginning, it will end up creating a colored page for you. That's a normal colored page. So you have to indicate at the beginning a coloring page just for the image creator is AI. For the image creator to get the right prompt and know what to create. So a coloring page. Okay. So the image creator is generating this now. This seems a little dark. Okay, the third one seems brighter. You can see foxes playing in the snow. Okay, a snowy forest. So I go with this. I pick the third one. Okay, this is the first one now. Or the third, there's the fourth. I pick the fourth image. I guess I'll also take that third image because it's a little brighter than the others. So I'll expand this and fit it into our Canva. So you just keep following the prompts and keep generating, and if you stick to Canva Magic Media, you just keep following the prompts and keep generating. And if the images seems not to be too bright, you can delete it and give it another prompt until you get your desired taste. So with the prompts we've generated so far, I'll just go ahead right now, or with the images we've generated so far, I'll just go ahead right now to create a color page. Mind you, this is just a sample of what it looks like. Okay, for me to publish this, I'll go ahead and make more images. And okay, so you know that being a coloring page, you are leaving spaces in between one colored page and one blank space. Let's assume I generated 5 or 20 images right now. My pages will be up to 50 that's 10 pages, because I'll have one active page, that is one page engage, or one page with activity and one blank space. So that is how the arrangement will be. If you look at my screen, you can see one colored page and one blank space, one colored page, one blank space. So the blank space is just to avoid stain, okay, so that when the kids are coloring, it won't stain the next page. That said, let's go ahead and create the cover page right now. So we go over to Amazon KDP cover calculator. Okay, so we'll click on hardcover. Okay, we choose black and white. We choose on paper, white paper, left to right. That's a measurement inches. And remember our book is 8.5 by 11. Okay, that is normal. You know, we added the extra because it's going to bleed. So normal 8.5 by 11. The cover page has nothing to do with bleed or no bleed. And I come over to Canva and calculate the full cover page, which is width 17.636 and height 11.25. Okay, so here we have our workspace. So you can see it's full cover page 17.363, width or height for the height, for the width, for the height 11.25. So we download this and come over to Canva, we paste it so we can see this on our Canva right now. Look at the space we created. So we'll go ahead and create the backspace. I go back to elements, I pick a shape, I pick a square shape. Okay, so with this I start designing. Okay, expand this out and duplicate this. I'll duplicate this and move it to the back. So this is a front cover, and take a duplicate and move it to the back cover. Okay, so you can see the spacing between, that's a spine. So we can as well duplicate one of these and place it for the spine. Okay, just make sure you fit it in very well, fit it in properly, so that when the book is published, there won't be any space, any white space in your cover paper. Okay, so I'm creating my spine right now. So I took a duplicate and I will change the color. Let's change the color right now. So this is our spine. Let's just use this for the main time to identify our spine. Okay, so with this, let's go ahead and we'll start decorating, or we'll start designing our front page. I will change the color. Okay, so one good thing about this, you can as well always go to the top while you're designing the cover page. Go to the top where you have the dots close to animate. You can click on that transparency. That will make the cover transparent, so that you know that you'll see where you're working or where your design is placed. So to create the cover page, I decided to use the AI, the Magic Media, to create the cover page. I didn't want to start designing, so I just copied one of the prompts in Canva, in ChatGPT, and I came over to Magic Media. Okay, so the difference with this, with the produce and our coloring page, is that this one I did not include create a coloring page. So since I didn't include a coloring page, it just gave me a colored destined effect. So you can see that this is one of the images we created via our prompts in our coloring page, but in this scenario now I did not include create a coloring page. So it gave me a colored design of one of the interiors. Okay, so this is just it as simple as it is. So we'll use this as our cover page. Okay, so we can just add little design. With this you don't really need much design. Okay, we'll change the back cover to a color suitable to the front cover. So I guess I'll go for a turquoise blue. Yes, this is okay, this is blending with the front cover. So that said, we'll go over right now to tests. We can just include this, okay, just to add to the beauty of the back cover. You can as well decide to leave it plain that way. Okay, so I guess I'll still create a second cover page just to give us varieties. So we'll go over to text and we'll add the title. Now, if you look at Amazon KDP, you have a lot of titles. So just make your search, use a keyword. A keyword will help your book to appear whenever it's being searched. So I will use Christmas Wonder. You can use Christmas Wonderland. You can go for Cozy Christmas, whichever that suits you, but make sure that your title is a keyword that whoever searches for this your book would easily appear whenever the keyword is typed in. So Christmas Wonderland. Okay, so our book is ready right now. So we can now go ahead, couple this up. Okay, before I do that, let's try one more design. Change the font cover, the font color. The red is okay. I guess I prefer the red to the blue. The red is contrasting with the background. Okay, so we'll save this, change the font size. Just keep trying, play around it. So just keep playing around the font until you get your desired taste. Okay, so looking at this right now, this is looking ready. Okay, so you can see I changed my spine. I changed it to white. Now I'll copy some images of the interior and place it at the back. This is just to give whoever will see the book for the review, whoever comes across or goes to check our book and see what our interior looks like, right? Yes. So you just put few samples of the interior at the back. It's not mandatory anyway, it's a choice. This will help whoever sees your book, okay, or whoever goes to review your book will know what the interior looks like. Okay, so I'm trying a second cover page to see what it will look like. So I guess I would create a second page. Let's create another page and we'll make a duplicate. Okay, we'll duplicate the back cover. I will bring this down here, and I guess I'm falling in love much more with this. I love this second design much more than the first one. So you have your designs at your disposal, and for the front cover, I use AI to generate the images. I didn't bother doing much design on my own, so I just use AI to generate my images, and they are coming out lovely. So I love this second cover, and I guess I'll be using this. So with this, our work is ready. So please go ahead. If this video has added any value to you, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So our work is ready. All we need to do right now is to download this. So we'll go ahead and download this in the print format, both the interior, okay, that is our manuscript right now, and the exterior, that's our paperback. So we'll download both in a print format, and we'll go ahead and upload this in our Amazon KDP account. So if this video has added any value to you, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you.
Wake up, start the grind, it's time to shine. Start hard.